Bon, 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 bon. It's an expression in French. It says candy, 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 creation of the DNA. 1, 4, 4, 4 for 1. It's a split. You get one of you and you get to be in every world except for one, the one that you come out of because you've been put over here. So if you were over there and put in these two corners, and now you're over here putting these two corners, here goes to these two corners, and now you're here, and or now actuality, you become 3 and 9 to 1 and 7, right? Here and here. But now you mix it. You go 3 and 7 and 1 and 9, and you come into the world. Poison ivy. IV? What do you mean IV? Intravenous? Yeah. In here, we are intravenously transferred by the mind. The mind is poison ivy. It's a swimming fish. It's electrical rice. Why do I say that? Because in French, poisson is the same letter, reflection, sound. Just you say one is poison, the other one is poisson. Z, S, T, D. Don't say the H. Put the G with the HT. Just say height or 8. Don't spell it with ATE. Spell it with EIGHT. So you're telling me I'm wrong because I hear a sound and because I can reflect it against something else? You want me to rush? SH. The S is like a 5. The H is a seat. I'm sitting in the electrical chair. The 5 is over my head. Rice in French is RIT. IT is electrical world of 6. 6, 6. 29 times 6 are 30. Because 3.14 is pi, but 2.93, 3.1, 3 is in between the two sides. 3 is 3.0. Zero's in the middle. Or is 0 over here, the operator, between 1, 4, 7. In numbers, 10 is over here. 1, 4, 7, 10, 11, 12. Isn't that freaky the way we got 10, 11, 12 right here in the same corner? Yod in Hebrew creates that corner. Equals 3, 2 is now also in the same corner. Equals in 3, 0 and 1. This would be 30. 30 equals creation, the dividing of 11. Oh, I better turn it that way. I had the calculator on the wrong side. But wait a second. You see that black line in the center? That one overlaps the 2. The question is that equal, say, this line and this line? Does it say this line and this line? Is this minus saying this minus sign over here? Is this x saying this x over here? It says take this line, put it across here, and put a dot here and a dot here. What's being divided in 5? Is it 8 and 2? Well, that'll be 4 by 2. 1 times 6 will be 6. 4 by 2 will become 8. 2, 6, 8. 8, 4, 12. 8, 4, 12. 2, 6, 8. 3, 5, 8. 5, 7, 12. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6. 8 and 12, the letter T. 8 and 12, the missing number is 4. That's purple. That's because it was divided, and it's the 4 ball and the 12 ball. Now, I can't give you an exact reality. Only within the perception of the understanding of what you've heard is the only thing that you can take and put it to your own reality, mix it all up, tear it apart, share it with us, and let's make a new reality so we can understand my reality is your reality, the reality that everything has been divided and brought back together. The Mayans say 5, 5, 5. Is it poison? IV? IV is 1, 4. VI is 5, 1 is 6. But we hold on to the 5. How do we hold on to the 5? We put a ring around it. Or we put the gateway around it. We box it in. We're here, they're here. Then we box the whole thing in. 6 is 1 part surrounding 5, which is 4 parts around. So if we took the dartboard, this would be 50, and all around would be 25. 25 to this corner, 25 to this corner, but over here all we have is 3 and 7 to make the 25. So 2, 1, 4, 4, 2, 1, 4, 7, 4, 7, 8, 19. The spirit, there's your 19 instead of having this 19. 2, 1, 4, 7, and 19 is 26. 26, 34, 43, 49. 6 and 9 is 58. 59, 60 seconds on the clock. Now we must relink 62, 63, 67. Now we got it all linked. We're back to A and C again. Which way do you want to go? 1 and 5, 3 and 5, 7 and 5, 9 and 5. 20 plus 5 is 20. 20 and 20 is 40. 20 becomes 26 and 26 becomes 52 because every time you hit a 0, you had 6. You take it, you classify it on another shelf. Poison ivy, you want to go fast. Oh my God. Faster and faster and faster. Oh God, it's getting hot in here. How fast do you want to go before we burn? Before we burn up. The computer system burns up. I got a headache. My radiator is overheating. I got a headache. Too much influx of the information going in and out, the high and low blood pressure. My heart is pounding at the same speed, but I got it in and out. The choo-choo trains, the rice-a-roni is going. So you don't really want to go fast. You want to go slow and just believe everything is just great. Take one piece at a time and shove it in a bunch of areas and become a little mouse. That's what the elephant is scared of. The elephant's scared of the mouse because he's got too much information all over the place and he's only got one water jug. And how much can the water jug do? You put it on to page number 1. So you're not on page number 2, but page number 2 is opened. So you take a glance over to page number 2, but you're still on page number 1 because it doesn't matter where you go. What you're on right now is number 1. What you see and what you do is number 1. The questions are all divided above and below in between. What you sit on, you are in between the two sides. Either you're in the middle of the highway between the two sides going each way, one going this way, one going that way. You can be in between two sides of the road, which is in between the other side of the road. I share the middle going this way. You share the middle going that way. Imagine if both sides of the road were going that way and I was going that way. How would I ever get off the road? I would have to go under or over, or under or over. How would anybody get onto my road if both roads were going this way and the other one was going this way? So the question is, fast or slow? What have they taught us? They taught us that when you spin the ball in roulette, it's going and then it stops, but the wheel keeps going. But the ball isn't moving. It's in one area. What is fast? When the dealer flips over the card to give you a card in blackjack, you're hoping, and that's it. The rest is in your mind, whatever you make up. Either you collect the chip or you lose the chip, or you make more chips with the chips. Right now I'm having a problem. I've got my cats in the room over there, in that room over there behind that door, and they want to come out. Well, why do they want to come out? Because every time they come out with a cat. They come out with more than one cat. They don't want to stay in that room. They want a new room. Why do my cats want a new room? Every time my cat has babies, she always wants to move them somewhere else. So it's another reflection of thought. Fast, fast, fast. But when you think, it's all about the rhythm in blues. The rhythm in the soul, the rhythm in shoes, the feet on the ground. Think, 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 think. You want to think it all out, so you spread it apart. It's nothing to do with fast. It's all to do with correction. Correction of decision within the thought. That you made the right thought, that you make the right thinking, that you find the reality on all sides before you make the choice. The choice you have made within the mind is an action of thought before you make the action that configures that everybody else could see. Because I have made 100 actions right now. And another action. And another action. Satisfaction, action, conjunction, junction, what's my function? Raphael, 7286. In the constellation of Pegasus. Mr. Dressup had it right. Casey or Finnegan? Are you Casey? Do you have it case locked up? Or are you fidgeting again? Casey and Finnegan. Captain, K.A. Kanga, K.A. Garou, Lougarou the wolf. Associating your primary life when you were born for the first couple of years before you reach the age of 13. Simulate that reality. Simulate the realities together to understand the basics of what we go through before we decide to change everything on our own and things that are changed for us. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I got out of the shower for 2 seconds. I never went back in 2 hours ago. What did I do? I cleaned up my desk. I did all my dishes. I fixed the cats into their room. I swept the floor. And I'm getting ready. I cleaned up the paint. I took some pictures. I did a couple of videos. And until everything is in order, I really don't want to advance because I advanced in my own realm. I need to put things in order. My next thing that's going to do is over there. I'm doing that floor. See that big thing over there? It's taking space. It's against that wall and it's blocking whatever is on that wall. And I may want to paint there. So I'm going to have to do something with that, and I'm not sure what. Maybe I'll just go rent the apartment upstairs and move everything up just so I can have, I need a clean place. I mean, they told me, when I first went to the hospital, they told me, you need to keep clean, you need to keep things clean, keep things in order. You got to shower and brush your teeth and wash your dishes and eat and do things right. So in 10 years, I don't like to say this because it could be bad luck. No automobile accidents, but I don't have my license now. Number 2, I was dysfunctional because of all the chemicals they gave into my body. I can no longer think. The minute I caught bipolar, I caught it. The minute I caught it, how did I catch it? I was going too fast. I was doing too much of everything. I was a little bit out of control, but I wasn't out of control at all. But I just wasn't stopping. Let's just say the minute that bipolar thing started on me, the minute I was speeding faster than the mind can do it, I jumped onto another track. This is the way I see it. An 8-track, a 4-track, a 2-track, a 45, a 33, a CD, an RD, and a DVD. So what I see in this is that they started giving me the pills, and right away they're taking me away from where I'm going, putting me somewhere else. All of a sudden, no depression ever in my life, all of a sudden depressed. They have me in psychiatry for the last 25, 30 years. But I wasn't in psychiatry for that reason at all. I went in for a question. And from that question on, they marked me as being sick. My confusion with life and death is what created a huge anxiety in my life. All I can see was the end tunnel, and that was, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? I ain't here anymore. Not here. I'll never be here. I never thought of being ever again. Will I ever be here? And that destroyed me for the last 35 years. But it doesn't anymore. And I no longer have anxiety other than the impact anxiety of slowing me down way too much. But now after 10 days of being on the amount of drugs that they're giving me now, and I want them, and I don't want them, because I feel I got a break. I need a break. Nighttime puts me to sleep. In the morning time, because I'm down to the right amount now, I wake up in the morning, I still feel it a little bit, but it's okay. I need something to break a little bit. God says you can have a few drugs in your body, but not all of the same kind. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, I ain't done. You know, one of the things they say, you need a smoke. It's good for you smoking. It relaxes you, right? It relaxes you to smoke. So they sort of don't encourage you to smoke in the hospitals, but they sort of say, oh, you're going out for a smoke. They let you go out for a smoke. But one of the craziest thing in the hospitals is you're on lock and key. It's like a dungeon, and that destroys the mind. Somebody else is in total control. Not under doctor's orders, but nurses. Nurse can be female or male. Doctor can be male or female. Under orders of nurses that sit in their office and write all day, instead of walking outside, they should have a nurse for every 2 patients. I mean, because that's the way it really is. At least for certain patients, at least that's the way I was. I wasn't running away. I needed the help. I was there. I needed the help. I didn't know what it was, but now I do know what it is. Now I have to understand how to format myself because I'm into learning. I'm into this thing. I can go back to my old life, but I don't know. I like the painting. I like creating. I like to, not that I create because I create my own. I take what is here. Just give me any letter. Give me any letter. Give me any game, and I'm going to make something out of it because that's a reality in itself. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. in the world that took 4 corners to turn one dial. This is the dial. See the dial? 120 degrees open is 240 degrees, right? 120 degrees, 120 degrees, 120 degrees. 120 degrees around. One splits the body, one creates the arms. Thank you for watching.